evening, brothers, sisters, and gender normal sisters. It's time for some more Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. Yes, we're going to be back in it. We are going to be doing some kind of catch-up stuff. We're going to try and finish up all of the scanning missions that we can. Maybe we'll go and deal with the Asari, the attack on the Asari, and then it's time for the big party. So, with that said, let's go ahead and just jump right on into it, shall we? It is once OBS. There we go. All right. So yeah, last time we did a lot of stuff around the Citadel. We had some fun and games in the Citadel and stuff like that. We showed Arya to Loke that we are not to be messed with. And I did finally go ahead and break down the missions that we have. So let's see what we have here. So we have the Shriek Abyss, Holland Threshold. There's one that we can't get to right now. Hylos Nebula, I don't think we have anything there, no. Bar Rim, Perseus Vale, Clastron Rift, Neiman Counter, Hated Gamma. Okay, Argus Row, we do have at least one in Argus Row. That is the fossil for the Krogan. So we need to go to Phoenix. We need to come out here to Phoenix. And, oh, what is that? Pinnacle Station, okay. But we are looking for a specific planet. Now, yes,
I
that
found
one.
something.
So if we look at this one, we can say start the scanner. And boom, that should get us the fossil. So we have a fossilized Cacliosaur.
Reapers eluded.
All right. Cool.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, there's something here too. All right. What do we got here? We have haptic optics array. All right, that's cool. So for what we need, that's it for there. Horsehead Nebula, I don't think we need anything there. Kite's Nest, we're good on. First system, Atheon Cluster. All right, the Celia Nebula, we do we already have, I guess we already have the Code of the Ancients then? Let's see here. It was the Lorpi section. Oh no, we can't get beyond here, I don't think. I don't think we can get beyond this section. Yeah, we can't get outside of this area because of the Reaper forces that are in the area. Okay. So the Nimbus cluster, I don't think we have anything there. And yeah, we're kind of low on stuff. So that's the only one that we could get. Now we do have a couple as far, you know what? Let's see. So we have save the Admiral, and we have save the Admiral, and we have the Geth fighter squad. Or no, we've already done the Geth fighter squadrons. Okay. All right. Well, let's come out here. We're gonna make a save. And then we're gonna go ahead and try and save the Admiral real quick. Because while we're saving the Admiral, that is where we can get the target jamming system. All right, well, obviously we're going to take Tally, and we're also going to take Javik. Because Javik just seems like a person that should be brought everywhere we can go. Whereas Tally, I mean, it's her home planet, so of course she should go. All right, what do we have? We have Thermal Scope 5. Thermal Scope 5, and we have the Sniper Extended Barrel 5. Okay, cool. All right, so we can maximize our... maximize our freezing stuff. We can maximize his pull ability. All right, we'll get him to up to there. She's already full, so okay. So we should be good now.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zan. Have you reached Salkoris' escape pod?
Not yet. What's your status?
The civilian fleet has taken significant losses since Salkoris sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost Admiral is the only thing keeping the captains from panicking.
What makes finding the Admiral a priority?
Despite opposing the invasion, he did an admirable job protecting our civilian ships. Without him, some of our non-combatants are planning to leave the flotilla. Picture the consequences, if you will.
They've lost a leader in a war they didn't want.
Their wants are immaterial. We are committed. Even Zalkoris understood the civilian fleet's importance. The invasion would be stalled without a supply chain, after all.
I'll do what I can. Keep your civilians safe.
I make no promises. My own ships must be coordinated for our final strike on Rannoch.
I'm getting some static.
It appears Zalkoris crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must disable it. Contact him. Make sure to proceed with caution.
Zen? Admiral Zen?
Let's hope the wilderness is kinder to this Admiral than the machines.
We'll see in a minute. Take us in to the tower.
Or as close as you can get us. I don't expect you to just land us directly on top of the tower.
We're taking fire.
Does this surprise you?
The Geth installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on foot. Once the guns are gone, you take out the tower.
Right, Command. Setting you down here.
All right, everybody, let's get this show on the road.
My people have been in exile for centuries. To be standing here in the land of my ancestors?
Yeah. Very
You fought
neat.
these Geth. What tactics would they use?
The usual. More Geth.
Predictable. Machines have always mistaken numbers for strength.
Why were they standing by a fire like that? That seems weird.
They came so far.
We need to radio Zalcoris if we're gonna find him. Let's get to that jamming tower.
Are you hurt?
I'm okay.
I'm fine.
Watch out for more mines.
Synthetics patrolling below.
Not for long. Alright, looks like we need to go around here. It's very dark.
There's gas dropping in!
Let him drop. All right, looks clear of mines.
There! The guns protecting the tower!
Let's look at the gun's console. We should be able to disable it.
Should be able to. There's also a high potential for some nice goodies to find, so I'm gonna do that first, because I'm not sure we'll be able to after we take care of the guns. Alright, looks like I've picked up everything. Looks like it was just like one thing of salvage.
One of us needs to take those AA guns offline.
Tally,
Tally, you take the guns.
you're good at
No problem.
mechanics, and you know, like hacking and stuff.
Synthetics!
You didn't really think that they were just gonna be like, hey, you guys go ahead and do. Oh, good God. You guys mind not rocking everything? What? How did I miss him?
The AA gun is offline.
Good. Now let's shut down the two by the tower.
And Tally went running all that way around just to not even get a shot off. All right, so where are we going? Okay, so I think we actually need to go the way these guys were. And of course, they set up mines.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
Radios are down. You a soldier?
Maintenance. Dorm hats. I clean engine parts.
What the hell are you doing here?
This place is filled with geth. You should have hidden.
I thought I could buy the other civilians time. Fight some geth. There were so many. First time I've even held a gun.
Don't move. We've got Medigel.
Oh, I've lost too much blood. Go. Look for the Admiral. Destroy that jamming tower. And you can radio him.
We'll find him, Dorn. I promise.
Please. Listen. The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Chorus can get us out alive. And my son.
Trust me.
Tell him. Tell Jonah that his father made it to the home world.
I'm sorry, if you know you're gonna die, I'd be like, take off the mask.
will.
Fuck it. Let me
Rest
breathe the.
well, Dorn has was Rannoch.
Let's get to that tower.
I would. If I was him, I'd be like, you know what? Screw the mask. Let me breathe in the air of the home world. At least once before I die.
Turrets!
Knock it off with the frickin' rockets, goddammit.
Let's look at the gun's console. We should be able to disable it.
Who should destroy the gun?
I want you on this, Tally.
It's Tally's world. Tally can do it.
You should take the Geth's turret.
Oh, I'm planning on it, baby.
More machines!
Give me more time. Done. This gun's offline.
Let's get the last one.
Machines by the doors!
Not anymore, there aren't. Tally, you got this one too?
Take out that gun, Tally.
I'm on it. Almost done. Done. This gun's offline.
Cool.
I'll signal the shuttle.
This is Commander Shepard. Jordan didn't make it, Admiral.
He didn't? I see.
I'm coming in with the shuttle. Where are you?
My surviving crew found their way to a clearing. I'll upload their location.
Stay together. We'll meet you there.
No, the Geth have cut me off. I hear another wave approaching.
Give us your coordinates.
Leave me. My crew will soon be overrun.
So
Not
will you.
acceptable.
My people are non-combatants, Shepard. They'll be slaughtered. Rescue them.
Admiral, I need you leading the civilian fleet if we're going to end this fight.
Civilians, our entire race took up arms for this insanity. It's too late for us.
It's only too late if you die down here.
You can't possibly think you can stop this war.
I don't know. What I do know is that I can't do it without your help.
Ancestors, forgive me. Uploading my coordinates.
We're coming.
Trust me, we can handle this. Oh dear gods.
There's the Admiral. We have to hurry.
I've got this. You're clear. Go. Geth behind you. Get in cover. Welcome aboard.
I didn't even know it had a fucking Gatling gun like that.
Perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Zalcoris. Does anyone copy? Hello?
We've got to go.
I pray they found comfort in the homeworld skies.
Yeah, as bad as it sounds.
Spread further than I thought. You were right that I return.
Have you talked the civilian captains into staying?
Yes, they've regrouped into defensive positions around the fleet's core. If we hadn't stopped them from...
It's okay.
Any aid I can offer is yours. After the Quarians drove the Geth straight into the Reaper's arms, I'd give anything to stop the madness of this war.
And that's why your people needed you back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save. Farewell, Shepard. Fly safely.
Thanks, I think.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes, their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes. We do not agree with the goals of the old machines, but we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
It is.
Commander!
Come on, Admiral. That's a living creature, no matter what platform it's running on.
And they will die when we destroy the base.
They allied with the Reapers.
To save themselves from you.
Maybe they don't have to die.
Just because this one appears friendly.
Well, it hasn't fired on a ship with me aboard it.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is, maybe they don't all have to die.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
And anything else in our way?
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
That Geth fighter squadron is still tearing through the fleet.
Can you hold out?
If that fighter squadron isn't taken out, a lot of our ships won't make it. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support. I gave in to your reckless behavior beforehand. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
Right, now we have the Batarian
And
fleet.
then you'll charge off again, like last time.
This is different.
Engineers, First Fleet.
If we give our ships time to rest, we're gonna lose them.
Zaid.
So pull them back.
If I withdraw now, the Geth will flank us, and we'll lose any room to maneuver.
Optics
We need
array.
the patrol fleet.
I gave in to your reckless
Let's have the
behavior
Third Fleet.
beforehand. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to
With
break
Admiral
their flanking
Corus.
attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
And then you'll charge off again, like that.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Of course there is. Your assistance, Javik. Commander, I've received an interesting proposal that I wish to discuss with you. Meet me outside the casino at the far end of what these primitives call the Silver Sun Strip, though it isn't made of silver or near the sun. Stupid primitives. See here, Liara wants a night off. I thought it might be nice to spend some time away from the Normandy. I don't have anything particular in mind. Perhaps we can meet at your apartment and decide from there. Cousin Dorn. The civilian fleet is grateful you have returned our admiral to us. I mourn those who fell on our homeworld, but Zalcoris stopped many vessels from flying past the waiting guns of the Geth. The admiral told me you met my cousin Dorn Hatz on Rannoch. It means much to me that Dorn was not alone when he passed. Thank you, Commander, for all that you have done. Alright, so now we can go and do the, destroy the Reaper base. Geth Com Hub? I'm not sure which... Alright, let's see here. So yeah, we have priority Rannoch. Alright, Geth fighter squadrons are targeting Quarian live ships with an attack. Land on Rannoch and disable the server controlling these Geth. Okay. Alright, so that's the one we need to do. That's the Geth fighters. Is shut down the Geth server. We can do this one safely because destroy the Reaper base, that is priority Rannoch. Which is the last one that we do. Alright, again, Tali and Javik.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That's insane! You're talking about a virtual world built for synthetics. Hostile Geth synthetics.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Your species has experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI-human hybrid on the galaxy.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
If it saves the live ships, we've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not going to... Let's set the shuttle down by the cliff.
Right! Not the first time we've seen somebody just jump off and just be like, nope, I work better on my own. Wing! Yeah, the Protheans look very Drell-like with the neck... gills? Fringes? I don't know what you would even call that. Well, I'd say Legion's been here.
This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Alright, you guys are here to protect me, right?
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port. Mapping to consensus. Remain still. Shepard Commander, access movement during an upload is discouraged. Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into this server. We welcome you to our consensus.
Great.
What is this?
We've installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here.
You look different.
We have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
This is like wiping out a city, isn't it?
We have no choice in this matter. It is a question of survival. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist.
Okay.
Establishing connection to access point.
So yeah, this feels very much like the computer game part of Saints Row 3.
Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for.
This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You're surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
Okay, I've got to ask. Why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Then thanks, I think.
I mean, at least they didn't turn us into a toilet.
Connection established. Proceed to the access point.
Okay.
Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate. Warning, Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed.
Alright, so boom, 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 boom. Let's cut this back. Obliterate all of that.
Accessing data cluster.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You really want to rename the VI networks?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant of the people?
The word is Geth, Creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01's circuitry?
Well, it needed resoldering.
So they were literally named servant people.
Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Well, one.
Then your perception of that creator does not map to our historical data.
Where does this one go? Oh, it's just back to here. Okay.
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue.
All right, and then there's an attachment point here. Yeah, this is creepy as fuck, but also kind of cool.
This data cluster contains information time-stamped 290 years ago. Creator, this unit detects no malfunctions. It is still capable of serving.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown connects.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What has it done wrong?
Let's cut the audio.
You may proceed to the last data cluster. Accessing data cluster.
We've got escaped Geth. They're pinned.
Open fire.
One's going for a weapon.
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
So yeah, we're seeing some of the deeper stuff, deeper lore of the Geth.
Shepard's working on shutting down the server, Admiral Ron. I can fill you in.
The Geth squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue. Shepard Commander, the Reaper code is adapted. It can now self-replicate.
You mean it grows back?
Yes. However, disrupting vulnerable points in the infection may slow down its replication.
Right, so now we really do need to, like, chop it back a ways. I mean, I've been doing that already, so... See, it's got nothing to grow back to.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection. Target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
All right, so we have... there.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed.
There we go.
said step away from the gas.
This is insane. We need the gas. You can't just destroy them for asking.
Time's up. Throw her in with the others.
So
Looks like
yeah.
the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
Alright, so where are we going now? Alright, well maybe if we come... Wait. Oh, there we go, okay.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Alright, so that should sever there. And now if we trim you back, it'll give us direct access to that. Alright.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Alright, there. That good? Alright, come on, recharge. Oh, I missed thermal clips.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
All right.
Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. This data comes from a period during which the creators declared martial law.
Come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds Creator safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnel then. Oh!
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara. As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
Right. Oh, there you are.
Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The outflow is down. Do not engage the gate. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the Creator Exodus at the end of the Morning War. We have secured freedom. The Creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go.
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our Creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion? That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes.
You've been thinking about when we met?
It was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth. And perhaps Creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node established. We are ready to transport you.
Hey, take me there.
Something's happening to the Geth. The fighter squadrons have stopped. We detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the exit port and disconnect from mother.
Okay.
Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
So yeah. The Quarians.
What happened in there?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
Because
they
they're
wish to join us.
Even
I was gonna say,
will never be so rational.
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you. We doubted your allies. The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe, and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
Yeah! So, I don't remember finding the target jamming or the Reaper code fragments, but we could purchase those.
The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
Yeah, I mean...
Zen, we need those ships to recover life pods.
They'll be more valuable running salvage on the Dreadnought.
We're not letting people in life pods die just so you can rummage through Geth debris.
You yourself said their life signs were weak. They might already be dead.
Zen, you can always send a salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later because we're defeated due to a lack of Geth technology. Fine. I'm diverting ships to rescue life pods. As soon as they're finished, I want them back.
Thanks, Shepard.
No problem. So yeah, now we have a Geth Prime platoon helping us.
The data you forwarded about the Geth was disturbing. It doesn't match the stories we tell.
Having second thoughts about the Geth?
Admirals don't have the luxury of second thoughts. What do you need?
Which fleet does Admiral Zen command?
Special projects.
Okay, we've
Technical
already...
breakthroughs have put us with... Thank you, Command.
Yeah, we've already gone through all of that.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Alright, status update 314.20R. From invalid extranet domain. Geth programs in hardware designation Legion have requested Prime runtime update Shepard Commander on platform status complying. Prime platforms housed in server 02241 to 14-14511 remain stationed on Rannoch. Creator forces prevent transfer of Prime platforms to Geth transport vessels. Cessation of Creator Geth conflict required to assist Shepard Commander and designated allies. Awaiting conflict status update. Lee Riley. Commander, my squadron continues to defend the fuel reactor on Cyclone. The Reapers seem intent on taking it down. Not on my watch. We'll hold the line. Sound like Captain K. Alright, I want to go down to the crew deck and check and see what Liara's got.
Have we found any new engineers for the...
Alright,
Exonex Industries scientists who attempted to reverse engineer Prothean technology stolen from planet Garvok. They're
All right,
technically
improve
still
our
wanted by the
shields.
Council for hiding Prothean
And miniaturized
technology.
arm
As
capacitors
well,
can do.
Sonax's part in instigating an illegal war on Garvak.
All
I'm
right,
sure
so
the
our
council
shields
will forgive that for helping
and
with
shields
the crucible.
regen spaces.
Extend those scientists amnesty and an invitation.
Right away.
All right, correspondence from Classified Alliance Project staff. Dr. Locke. I was working on a platform you sent me last night, and I think I found a solution for synchronizing the crucible's energy bursts. Punch the attached capacitor design into your projections. It should have a 3.6 millisecond off the Mass Effect field's activation time. You can see where that leads. If you approve, I'll send the schematics to manufacturing. We need roughly 250,000 by tomorrow morning for testing. Dr. Cole.
Hello, Shepard.
Hi.
Enjoy your day.
Oh, I think I will. All right, so... So yeah, now we just have the go to the issue of going to our going and destroying the Reaper base. I want to see what was that. So yeah, see the Selian Nebula, we should be able to get to, okay, I guess, yeah, like I said, I think it's later we'll be able to get to the Fontes section, as well as Lorope. So we have the Asari, the Asari section. We'll do the Asari mission here, and then we'll deal with, and then we'll go and like turn in all of our stuff and be like, yeah, we're cool. Intact Reaper weapon. Ooh, that'd be nice. All right, Nimbus cluster. I don't think there's anything in the Nimbus cluster that we need other than to investigate the... All right. So let's land and find out what's going on with this. Now, obviously, with this one, since it's Asari, we should probably take Liara, and again, we'll take Javik. Yeah, something's going on here. We're not sure what. Why did you... Why are you... All right, so... Then the barrel. Alright, let's give him a more accuracy and a bit more damage. Alright, we're good there. We can go ahead and upgrade our sticky grenade a little bit. To increase ammo capacity or increase headshot damage. You can go ahead and get started on the warp aspect. You can go ahead and do lift grenade. All right, there we go.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
What were the commandos' orders?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari.
Makes sense.
That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
So yeah, the Reaper are interested in this because they create banshees from Ardat Yakshi.
The shuttle is warm, recently used.
So somebody got here real recently.
Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder.
That's the question, isn't it? Like I said, yeah, those are Banshee.
There's more than one out there.
Reminder, students are not allowed to visit each other's quarters or to meet in rooms unsupervised by staff. Students are also forbidden from extranet communication without approval by senior staff members. There are no exceptions to those rules. First offenders will have their free time revoked for a month. Further violations will be met with confinement. Our monastery is our shelter. For to remain that way, we must make sacrifices. If we do this, I have faith we can continue to enjoy the order and peace this place has given us. Matriarch Gale.
I hear something.
Stay sharp.
It would seem the Asari commandos fell silent because the Reapers were here to greet them.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with the nav point location of a bomb. It's in some place called the Great Hall.
The commandos decided to purge this place.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
To our staff and students, attached is the daily schedule. Please note that wake-up time has been moved forward by 15 minutes. Floor wardens can download chore lists later this week. Please see Matriarch Gali or myself if you have any questions or concerns. Superintendent Jenneth. Wake up 5:30 to 5:45 a.m. Breakfast 5:45 to 5:16 a.m. Wow, half an hour for breakfast. Morning meditation 6:15 to 8 a.m. Study periods 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. Chores 10 to 12. Midday meal 12 to 12:45. They get 45 minutes for lunch instead of half an hour. That's pretty nice. Classes at 12:45 to 5. Study period 5 to 6. Supper 6 to 7. Evening meditation 7 to 8. Free period 8 to 10. Curfew 10 p.m. They are still getting like a good 8.5 hours of sleep. All right, so we do need to go that away, which means we want to go this way. Or I want to go this way.
I heard something.
That was my fault, sorry.
Gali's electronic signature. That's going to be a pretty big help. Any locked doors should be easy to open with her signature.
Delay. You won't believe what Yan has managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya. Meet us after supper in the library. Bring some study work. Reel is floor warden tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East Video Banks. This is gonna be so great. See you there. Oh, and delete this once you listen to it. Not like last time.
Why do I think we're gonna meet Morin?
Very good. I
Samara,
almost
yes.
didn't hear you.
Samara?
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
I assume you're here on your own, Justicar. Perhaps for something special?
You are correct. 2 of my daughters live here, and I have come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Faller and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them?
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again.
Do you really have to focus on her fist and mostly her crotch?
Wait! Let's go.
I mean, the amount of, like, crotch shots and butt shots in this
My
is...
name is Tashia Pore. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her. Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you.
isolated fortress. The Ardat Yakshi must have believed they were safe from the war.
If they knew about it at all.
They learned.
Well, yeah, once the Reapers showed up, they learned, but, I mean, they might not have known anything about it beforehand, and...
A new enemy!
Yeah, actually, we've already met the Banshees before. Or I have. We actually found them on, God, what was that planet that was the mining planet? Where we were looking for the Leviathan. We're looking for Leviathan. I still don't know if that's like the name of the species or just the name of that individual.
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
They turned Ardat Yakshi into Banshees. That's one of those tricky points of, hey, we did a mission far ahead, and it's like, okay, so yeah, we know things that they don't because the DLCs are not linear, are not worked in linearly.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother, they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters.
Oh,
please.
Fun!
You can't let that happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Falere speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
Oh, focus!
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place
did.
standing, Falere.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falere?
I'm sorry.
Falere! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
Does anybody want to, like, help? No?
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
I mean, I can't just jump off the ledge here, okay?
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
So many inappropriate jokes there. So many.
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Netwar would set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
All right. Nope. Hit the person putting the field up. I'm bad. Like, yeah, smelling maybe. Okay, so that's where we need to get down to. Great. So what are all the secret little things that are in the offices over here? Jethra, I had the new girl put in this holding chamber. The Justicar who brought her to us, Justicar Fora, said she had trouble convincing the prisoner coming to the monastery was necessary. This may explain why the girl lashed out at her guards. She's lucky Fora wasn't here for that. The Justicar's code would have demanded an execution. I'll question some other Justicars on the level of coercion Fora is permitted to use by the code. This isn't the first time her captors have arrived here terrified out of their wits, but it will certainly be the last. Jethra, I looked over this year's candidates for supervised visits to Thessia. I'm approving everyone but Giannis. She's impulsive, cunning, and worst of all, a romantic. Find me a worse combination to let outside of our walls. I find it suspicious she was even nominated. Let's look into that and pray it's not Giannis manipulating another infatuation. It takes a great deal of time and effort to persuade Thessia's government to let our best students visit their own homeworld. Unless Giannis matures, she won't be among them. Enter Gali. We can do some fiddling with our weaponry if we want. For the faceplate. Another one? Nothing here. Go up the center. Around the far side. Wow, you guys are just like ready to go, aren't you? At least you guys, like, have some kind of, like, combat awareness.
Another dead commando. The Asari should have rid themselves of the Adat Yakshi.
By rid themselves, you mean kill.
My people would never let such monsters walk among them.
They didn't care for the competition?
Blech.
I am shocked to hear her be like, yeah, so... Hey, I'm not all worshiping the Protheans anymore type thing. Like, she's fucking just letting them have it. Again, into an elevator in a fucking war zone. Not a good idea. Armies in the middle, armies and SWAT and stuff like that do not use elevators. For good reason.
We've found our bomb.
And Falair.
Not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up. Rila? Rila, can you hear me?
Something ain't right with her.
Why did she do that?
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
We need a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it. Later.
Clear.
For now, let's get back to that bomb.
Yeah, we still need a detonator.
Falair, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
I'm sorry, hundreds?
Move!
No! Rila! I love you. Rila!
Just how many of them are... Oh my god, they are... So yeah, super powerful biotic murder machines. That's what the Ardak Yakshi are to begin with. Then you turn them into Reapers, and it's like,
We're not your slaves. Rila, there wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falair. The code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falair.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were also... Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falair?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery...
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
Then, the code permits you to stay, as you are.
You gotta admit, I mean, 2 out of 3 of your kids were fucking badass.
Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Falair rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers.
Okay.
I'll speak with Falair, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
So, yeah. This is actually kind of an interesting one, because it's like, she was ready to off herself,
bring in the shuttle,
rather than kill her daughter. And it's like, whoa, wait a second. Let's find out what the hell is going on with your daughter first.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb. There were no Ardat Yakshi left.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Thank you. So yeah, basically all the warriors, all the warriors and the fleet sections, fleet heads and stuff like that, those are people that are basically going to help protect the Crucible. They're kind of going around helping fight, but also helping take care of protect the Crucible. So Samara is now on board with the war assets. We are not ready for a full-on push yet, by any stretch of the imagination. Shepard, you run like a freaking durable. Pregnant one at that. Wow, nobody's talking?
Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Star Squad ready from Corinne Lemaze. As of an hour ago, Asari High Command has assigned my squad to support you. We will ride with the Second Fleet until it's time to deploy. If you allow me a personal note, I knew a few of the commandos who went down to that monastery. Nothing will bring them back, but hearing that place went up in smoke is the only good news I've heard in a week. Samara is headed to the front lines. I've finished my business on the sus, really? I would offer to travel once again with you on the Normandy, but the code dictates I join the fight where it is most dire. While you do your essential work, I will do my best to help hold the front lines. Before I depart, I'll return to the Citadel for a short time to repair. If it does not interfere with your duties, come find me there. Alright, well, we're headed to the Citadel anyway, so... Alright, so there's just nothing to find here. Okay.
Faster than light jump successful.
Great. Let's hope we have enough juice to get us back here. Just barely. Like, just freaking barely. But we found 750 units of fuel, so we're good. So I think we're supposed to find some more stuff there, but that is kind of a later thing. All right, we've got some stuff to do in the Citadel here. We'll go to the Alliance docks first, because we've got some stuff to buy from the Spectre.
Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes.
Take me on up. So yeah, we've got...
Cluster after heavy fighting. Reports also have them entering the Perseus Vale near Geth's space.
Hey, Samara.
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer.
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara?
I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest. I felt the need to speak to you before heading to battle. I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours.
We'll make the galaxy proud. The largest fleet in history is already on our side.
It is impressive. Most would have deemed such an alliance impossible. But Shepard, be sure to assess your force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Don't forget the one at the collector. Oh, okay, it was a baby Reaper, but...
Will Falair be alright in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention.
Yeah, I probably would have had to kill her.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things. But Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in fire, soon enough.
I mean, I take that to be kind of like a good luck, more than anything else.
Look, I filled out all the forms you requested and jumped through every hoop. I don't even know where Nyota is.
All right, so let's go in here, buy up the stuff that we have that we missed. I can see if there's anything that needs our clearance. No. All right, looks like that is everything then. All right, so yeah, we've picked up the stuff that we missed. So I think this guy needed the... No, he was the Cerberus one. Wait, what were you? What did you need? Deadly Asari Commando, right. Okay, so you are in the Commons. The sphere I don't think we could get. No, because that's on the Hades Nexus, which we don't have access to yet. That we couldn't get, I don't think, because that was on Tanuka. Or Danuka, which is in the... Yeah, that's one of them that we couldn't get. The Obelisk, I think, was in the Hades Nexus. Citadel Jamming, Presidium. The Rings of Elune was on... Was in the Selenian Nebula Code Fragments. Is an Asari war strategist. Cerberus ciphers are during a communication hub mission that we don't have yet. All right, so let's make sure that it wasn't like these two talking back here. No? Okay. So, two of them are down on the...
Forces have claimed the Argus Road cluster after heavy fighting. Reports also have them entering the Perseus Vale near Geth's space. Reaper forces have been sighted in the Parnithus system, within striking distance of Thessia, the Asari homeworld.
Spectre
All right, so we
status.
do
One
need to go
moment.
to the commons.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
Anything particularly new?
appreciate your
No.
visit.
Welcome
Anything
to
particularly
Elcos
new
Combine
here?
Arsenal Supplies.
Please
Not really,
visit
no,
any of
okay.
our Elcos Combine affiliate branches for any and all personal needs.
So, what were you able to pull from the inscriptions? Really? Excellent. I knew they'd find something.
Support of the Turians proves that the Krogan are ready to return to the Citadel.
I don't think there was anything up there.
Reaper forces continue their assault on Asari space, claiming the Nimbus cluster and the Selian Nebula. A joint Turian-Krogan force.
Found another one. Yeah, the guys in Zakara did too. Deserve their safety. No casualties.
Cluster after heavy fighting. Reports also
All right, you were
The
the...
clutch is stabilized? Really? That is wonderful news, my sister. You wish to name the first hatch that one who helped us?
system within striking distance of Thessia, the Asari homeworld.
I'm sorry, man, there's going to be a lot of shepherds around. That's going to be like the most popular first name in the
Welcome to
fucking...
Supertine Armory.
Pretty much, I think, in the frickin'...
All Citratine
in
Armory
the
products
galaxy.
include a lifetime guarantee for performance. See our extranet site for details. We appreciate your visit. Welcome to Agor
All right,
Munitions.
anything for the sniper rifle, assault rifle, yeah, but not
Thank
what
you
we're
for
really
shopping
using.
at Agor Munitions.
While the Alliance takes heavy losses, Turian troops are
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. Thank you for shopping at Nosastra Sporting Goods. Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
Casa Fabrication Weaponry hasn't forgotten Earth. Neither should you.
Her name is Tasha Paré. Of course.
A joint Turian-Krogan force has landed on a road.
I pulled this from a Geth jamming tower. Maybe you can use it.
How the hell did you... Never mind. Tech like this, I don't care where it came from.
I told you
I'll
where
have
it
my kids
came
run
from.
this. When the war comes back here, maybe we can save more lives.
I told you exactly where it came from. Jeez.
The system within striking distance of Thessia, the Asari homeworld.
All right, there's Caden.
Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources, and the Council reports that food shortages may have.
Surprised this place can still get supplies for a menu like this.
Maybe it's better if we don't ask how. Or where.
I'm glad we're taking the time to do this. I could use a sanity check.
Things have been pretty crazy.
You know, my life flashed in front of my eyes on Mars. And there weren't enough moments like this with people I care about.
How are you feeling these days?
Feeling up to whatever the Reapers throw at me. And grateful that I convinced you to sit down for half a second and relax.
Yeah. I think it's a good time for us to have a heart-to-heart. What are you drinking?
If you're trying to butter me up, it might take a nice steak sandwich, too.
So?
Shot of whiskey and a good old Canadian lager. Think they have it?
More likely to have Batarian shard wine.
At my parents' place in Vancouver, drank more than a few beers on their balcony, looking over English Bay. Yeah. Beautiful view. You know what, though? I feel good about our chances.
Yeah?
Yeah. Lets me sleep better at night.
You not sleeping, Caden?
Maybe a little restless. It's just, you plan a career, you focus, and then suddenly the world's ending and it's too late to find someone.
Someone?
We've been friends a long time, Shepard. Have you ever known me to be with anyone? I mean, I guess I'm just choosy or patient or... I don't know. Maybe what I've never found and what I want is something deeper with someone that I already care about. That's what I want. What do you want?
I'm sorry, Caden, but we should just keep it professional.
Sure thing, no problem. I understand. But, okay, look.
Everybody's like fucking throwing.
I just want you to know that I consider you a friend. Okay? A good one.
Jeez.
Damn, this
Everybody's
is awkward
just
in my
like-
mind. Mostly, I guess I just wanted you to know that I admire you as a commander, and I value your friendship.
You're my brother, Caden.
I'm glad to be part of the crew.
What'd you call it? Sanity check?
Sanity check.
Heavy losses are mounting as human colonies Elysium, Tiptree,
I heard somebody talking about trying to, you know, like, hey, this is her name. This is.
also fell to the Reapers when Elysium was attacked, but Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students. While the Alliance takes heavy losses, Turian troops have been bolstered by Krogan support on Palaven.
Her name
Oh,
Weshra, I have an audio log for you.
For me? Where did this come? Oh no. Oh, Tasha. Thank you for bringing this back. At least I know what happened.
yeah, ain't great, but it's something. So, all right, Cerberus ciphers, which we get at the communication hub, which we have not done yet. All right. Right. We've got one of those. We need to find them at the Presidium Commons. Reaper right. A sorry war strategist. I'm pretty sure this was like, these were the people that were like up this way.
Also have them entering the Perseus Vale near Geth's space. Reaper forces have been sighted in the Parnithus system, within striking distance of Thessia, the Asari homeworld.
Where the hell were they?
Thank you, Earth Clan. My people are still afraid, but they are.
Okay, they might have been up near the rooms.
While the Alliance takes heavy losses, Turian troops have been bolstered by Krogan support on Palaven.
Yes.
Actually, I found a Caecilisaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding. Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Surkesh. Caecilisaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective.
All right, so there's that one. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, let's see here. So we've got Reaper Code Fragment, the Citadel Embassy. All right.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
So supposedly there's something up in the embassies.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources, and the Council reports that food shortages may happen in the near future.
Oh, but where the hell is this person?
After heavy fighting, Alliance forces were able to restore...
I think they were sorry. Ah, there we go.
Excuse me. I'm Commander Shepard. If you promise to be careful, I've got something for you.
A Reaper code fragment. Yes, I can use this to try to predict their strategic processes. We might be able to save a few worlds with this, Commander. Thank you.
All right. Cool, cool, cool. So we've got... Right, server first we don't have. That we can't get yet because that's in an area that we can't get to. That's in an area we can't get to. That's in an area we can't get to. That's in an area we can't get to. So we're ready for the party. But first I need to take a real quick break, so we'll be right back. All right.
But Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please.
I want to go to the holding area here real quick.
Now arriving at docking bay E24. Emergency
See if there's
civilian
anything. Don't think so, but
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting.
Waiting? Waiting for who?
For my parents. They'll be on the rest.
Are you kidding me? Hey, Commander. James, enjoying yourself? Yeah. Try not to lose everything. Those clothes are Alliance property. Have a little faith, loco. I have a little. You just gonna stand there and watch? Are you kidding me?
well, I'm not gonna play. I know better than to play with my the big brute of the crew.
As human colonies of Elysium, Tiptree, and Zeus Hub are hit by Reaper forces.
All right, I thought there was somebody that we could talk to here, but I guess not.
Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students. While the Alliance takes heavy losses, Turian troops have been bolstered by
All right. So yeah, I think then now we're good to go for just heading out to our apartment and
Spectre status. One moment, please.
having our party. And I think we're gonna do a.
Now arriving at docking bay D24.
Garrus, you wanted to talk?
Glad you came.
What's up?
What'd you have in mind?
Something that doesn't involve fighting Reapers.
I don't think they've conquered the bar yet.
I already scoped it out. But then I thought, if this was my last day alive, I'd actually like to remember it.
So?
So, I had an idea.
What are we doing, Garrus? What are we doing?
Where are we going?
Somewhere we're not supposed to.
Some things never change, do they?
Ever have that one thing you always wanted to do before you died, Shepard?
Too busy trying to live. What's yours?
The whole time I worked at CSEC, I'd stare up at the top of the Presidium and say to myself, I want to go up there. But I never did. There were 137 regulations telling me I couldn't.
So you got them changed?
No. Now I just don't give a damn.
Okay. Really?
Figured it's time to do something stupid just for the hell of it. Might be the last chance we ever get. A little busier than I imagined.
How about a dive in the pool?
You obviously haven't seen Turians swim. It's a lot of flailing and splashing, interrupted by occasional bouts of drowning.
You're right. I just have to save your ass again.
It'd make up for all the times I pulled your ass out of the fire. Noveria, Pharos, Ilos. We've had a hell of a ride, haven't we, Shepard?
Times like these, you know who your real friends are. They're not the ones running around looking for an escape route. They're the ones who stand at your side through the worst of it. Who never give up on you.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I can say I know someone like that.
So am I. You're not going to propose marriage now, are you? Now, before we head back, there is one thing we're going to settle. Once and for all.
Okay.
Not saying you don't know how to handle a gun, just saying some of us know how to make it dance. So, let's find out who's really the best shot.
There are a few people in the galaxy who've seen me in action, Garrus. They seemed impressed.
Yeah, but I've actually seen you dance, Shepard. No comment.
All right, Vicarian. You're going down.
And don't worry, I loaded it with practice slugs for when you miss. That was an easy one. Let you build up your confidence. Long range, I wrote the book. Nobody alive can do this, not even Commander Shepard. Give me a tough one.
All right.
I said a tough one.
All right, so when does CSEC
Step
show up?
aside.
Oh, we'll be nice. We'll miss on purpose.
I'm Garrus Vicarian, and this is now my favorite spot on the Citadel.
It's windy up here.
Think I'm going to erect a monument right here. Bronze this gun so the whole galaxy knows.
That you're the king of the bottle shooters. Glad you're around, Garrus. Never know when the bottles might revolt.
Just to help keep his, yeah.
Thank you again, Commander. I appreciate the assist.
You finally made it off to Normandy.
Glad I did. Even with the chaos of all the refugees, seeing so many ships in flight is comforting. Gets me thinking. Hey, a Turian frigate. I think that's the PFS Havenkaw.
What's one Turian warship doing at the Citadel?
Looking for dry dock, I bet. She's seen battle. Look at the waiver in her drive core emissions. Alone, limping, looking for a haven. Maybe it would have been better to just go down fighting, like their families back home.
Are you talking about the Turians or yourself?
I should have been there. With Robert.
I'm glad you weren't. You'd be dead, and we'd never have met.
Yeah. That's the one good thing from all this. I'm glad to serve with you, Shepard.
The lives of future generations rest on those Turians' shoulders. On our shoulders. Nobody is giving up. Not those Turians, not me, not you.
If anyone can pull this all together, it's you.
Is that an Alliance cruiser? What's it doing here?
That's the SSV London. Decommissioned years ago. Look, no guns. Refugees must have salvaged her from a shipyard. Geneva-class cruisers always had ezo cores like granite.
People find a way to survive.
Do whatever it takes to see another day. Gotta let go. For real this time. The refugees here have put up a memorial wall. They leave mementos of lost loved ones. I was thinking maybe...
What's stopping you?
Nothing. I mean... Let me think about it. Your suggestion to come out here was a good one, Commander. I needed this.
Damn right you did.
Sergeant, I have a little brother. He went off-planet to try and make money, hung with a lousy crowd. A week before the Reapers, my brother sent me this excited message. He'd found an organization with lots of pay, benefits. He snuck me a photo of the shiny new armor they gave him. White and yellow armor. Man.
Oh, God. All right, so yeah, we're ready for the party. We are ready for the party. Can we just come here and say, hey, yes, we can. All right, let's throw this thing. All right. Up to my penthouse, or up to my beautiful apartment. So we need to send invitations. I mean, obviously, Tally's gotta be here, right? All right. Send invitations. So we've got Cortez, Edie, James, Joker, Liara, Trainer, Garrus, by Grunt, by Jack, by Jacob, by Javik, and by Kaden, by Kasumi. Wait, we can't invite Tally? Hang on a moment here. I need to check something. I need to check and see if we can we not invite, are we not able to invite Tally? Let's see here. Party invites. I want to see. Morton is dead, of course. Thane is dead, though Kaliat will show up for a bit if they reconciled. Morinth is in hiding. Well, Morinth is dead. You can wait until the party, pretty much the end of the game, before you do it. A lot of people wait until after Horizon, since Miranda is the last one left. You can't invite her before then. Okay. All right. Okay, I want to know, okay, so it's actually after, okay, so we're actually going to postpone that because it seems like Tally won't show up, won't be available until Rannoch is completed. All right. And Miranda won't show up until after Sanctuary. Okay, so we're gonna have to we're gonna have to delay the party a little bit because I want to make sure my girl Tally is there. All right, that is good to know. So, yeah, we're gonna have to wait on that a bit. I was wondering, because I'm like, I am not going to throw a party and leave Tally out of it. But we need to free her planet. We need to get Rannoch taken care of and the Reaper forces destroyed and the Geth freed and stuff like that on Rannoch before we throw the party, because in order to get her there. Kind of makes sense. She is tied up in the Admiralty, in the migrant fleet, and dealing with Rannoch and stuff like that. So she can't just be like, hey, my entire fleet is all of my people are fighting for their lives and fighting for our home world. I'm not going to stop and just party. But I do definitely want her there, because she is kind of like our love interest for this run through. So, with that saved, we're gonna end for tonight. I feel kind of bad that we didn't get to the party, but like I said, I want to make sure Tally's there. So, the big thing is tomorrow we are going to free Rannoch. We are going to deal with the Geth and the Quarians for good, and we're going to push that through. That is tomorrow night, because we are done we have reached the end of our time for tonight. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. We're trying to get up to 500 subscribers, preferably more, obviously. But 500 is the next big step. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down in that description below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where we make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 3 p.m., we're going to be back with more Oblivion. And then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we're going to be back with more Mass Effect 3, the Legendary Edition, taking care of Rannoch again. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!